I once saw a guy on a street corner in the middle of a downpour. It wasn't just raining. It was one of those angry biblical storms where the sky just opens up and decides to dump the entire ocean on your head. Everyone else was running for cover, hiding under awnings, looking miserable and annoyed. But not this guy. He was a man in his late 50s, wearing a full business suit, and he was dancing. Not just shuffling his feet, but full on, arms in the air, head back, spinning in circles, dancing. He was completely soaked, his expensive suit was probably ruined, and he had the biggest, most genuine smile I'd ever seen. He looked absolutely insane, and he also looked like the only person who was truly alive in that moment. People stared at him. Some pointed and laughed, probably thinking he was drunk or had just lost his job and his mind at the same time. But I saw something else. I saw someone who had decided that he was not going to let a little thing like a thunderstorm ruin his day. He chose to embrace the chaos instead of running from it. He found joy in something that everyone else saw as a problem. This guy wasn't just getting wet. He was having an experience. He was making a memory. He was actively choosing to be happy in a situation where most of us would choose to be grumpy and inconvenienced. That's a powerful choice. This simple act of joyful rebellion is a perfect metaphor for life. We are all standing in our own kinds of rainstorms every single day. The storm might be a boring job, a mountain of bills, the endless noise of social media, or the pressure to be perfect all the time. Most of us just try to find the nearest awning to hide under. We put our heads down, complain about the weather, and wait for it to pass. We think that's the smart, responsible thing to do. We think being serious and stressed is the default setting for being an adult. We forget that we have the option to just get out there and dance. The dancing man understood a fundamental truth that most of us spend our entire lives trying to ignore. He understood that you can't control the storm. The rain is going to fall whether you like it or not. You can either be miserable about it, or you can find a way to enjoy it. His craziness was actually a form of deep wisdom. He wasn't ignoring reality, he was engaging with it on his own terms. He was taking the same crappy situation everyone else was in and turning it into something beautiful and fun. He decided not to care what anyone else thought, and in doing so, he found a moment of pure, unadulterated freedom. Let's be honest, modern life can be a real grind. It's a never-ending cycle of waking up, checking your phone, going to work, sitting in traffic, paying bills, and then trying to squeeze in a few hours of relaxation before you have to do it all over again. It's a hamster wheel, a very comfortable, air-conditioned hamster wheel with Wi-Fi, but a hamster wheel nonetheless. We are constantly bombarded with messages telling us what we should want, how we should look, and what it means to be successful. Buy this car, get this promotion, post this perfect vacation photo. It's exhausting. The pressure to be on all the time is immense. We are expected to have an opinion on everything, to be productive every second of the day, and to present a curated, happy version of our lives to the world. Our brains weren't built for this constant stream of information and social comparison. We're basically just advanced monkeys who invented smartphones, and now we're all walking around with anxiety because we saw that someone from high school has a slightly bigger house. It's a recipe for feeling overwhelmed, inadequate, and incredibly soul-crushingly bored with the whole damn thing. This routine creates a sense of monotony that can numb you to the world. The days start to blend together into one long beige blur. Monday feels like Wednesday, which feels like Friday. You go through the motions, ticking boxes and meeting expectations, but you don't actually feel anything. Joy, excitement, and passion become things you see in movies, not things you experience in your own life. This is the quiet danger of modern survival. It's not that life is terrible, it's that it's often not much of anything at all. It's a flat line of mild comfort and low-grade stress. And so we seek escape. We binge-watch shows for 8 hours straight. We scroll endlessly through feeds of people pretending to be happy. We buy things we don't need to get a temporary hit of dopamine. These are our modern coping mechanisms, our feeble attempts to feel something, anything, other than the dull ache of the daily grind. But these escapes don't actually solve the problem, they just distract us from it for a little while. They are the equivalent of hiding under the awning, waiting for the rain to stop, when what we really need is to learn how to dance. So what's the solution? How do you break free from the hamster wheel? The answer is simple. You have to embrace a little bit of madness, You have to be willing to be the weirdo who dances in the rain. This craziness isn't about being irresponsible or self-destructive. It's about consciously choosing to break the pattern. It's about giving yourself permission to be imperfect, to be silly, and to do things for no other reason than because they feel good and make you feel alive. It is your secret weapon against the soul-sucking boredom of modern life. Acting a little crazy is how you reclaim your own mind. When you do something unexpected, like singing out loud in the grocery store or taking a different route home from work just to see something new, you are disrupting the autopilot mode your brain loves so much. You are reminding yourself that you are in control, not your habits or your schedule. This small act of rebellion creates a crack in the monotony, letting a little bit of light in. It's a way of looking at the world and saying, you don't own me, I still get to decide what's fun. Think about the happiest people you know. I bet they're a little bit strange. They have weird hobbies. They laugh at inappropriate times. They don't take themselves too seriously. This isn't a coincidence. This madness is a survival skill. It's what allows them to find joy in a world that is often trying to beat it out of them. It's a psychological immune system that protects them from the disease of taking everything too damn seriously. They understand that a perfect, orderly life is not only impossible, but it would also be incredibly boring. This is your permission slip to be a little weird. Wear mismatched socks on purpose. Have a serious conversation with your dog. Eat dessert for breakfast. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's a conscious choice to step outside the lines of what's considered normal and sensible. These small acts of benign insanity are the lifeblood of a happy existence. They are the moments that create color in a black and white world. They are the proof that you are more than just a cog in a machine. You're a living, breathing, slightly crazy human being, and that's a beautiful thing. Surviving today's world doesn't require some grand, complicated plan. It's not about quitting your job to become a monk in Tibet, unless that's your thing, in which case you do you. It's about building small, simple, and slightly crazy habits into your daily life. The first rule is to laugh. Laugh at weird things. Laugh at yourself. Find the humor in the absurdities of life because trust me, they are everywhere. Laughter is a biological cheat code for happiness. It literally changes your brain chemistry and makes you feel better. It's free, it has no calories, and you can do it anywhere. Next, you need to treat your body like it's not a garbage can. This sounds boring, but it's crucial. Eat some real food. You know, the stuff that grows out of the ground. It doesn't have to be a perfect diet of kale and quinoa. Just try to eat a vegetable every now and then. And for the love of all that is holy, drink some water. Your brain is mostly water. When you're dehydrated, you're literally running your command center on low fuel. You can't be happily crazy if you're miserably thirsty. Taking care of your physical self is the foundation for a healthy mind. You also have to try new things. Get out of your comfort zone. It doesn't have to be skydiving. It can be trying a new type of food, listening to a genre of music you think you hate, or talking to a stranger at the coffee shop. Your brain craves novelty. When you do the same thing every day, your brain goes to sleep. When you introduce something new, it wakes up. It pays attention. This is how you stop the days from blurring together. You create new neural pathways. You make your life more interesting, one small, new experience at a time. Finally, remember the guy dancing in the rain. The ultimate message is this. A little bit of craziness is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It's the secret to not just surviving, but thriving. It's how you find happiness in a world that is often chaotic and nonsensical. So, embrace your inner weirdo. Laugh too loud. Dance when there's no music. Eat well, drink water, and never ever be afraid to be the one person who finds joy in the middle of a storm. Being a little crazy isn't just okay. It's the sanest way to live.